Let's talk about an investment that nobody is talking about in the FIFA community. And it's a very similar investment to what's kind of been happening the last day or so with these foundation SBCs, as well as I might share a little tip for you guys for later this week. If you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up on it. And if you guys are enjoying the daily FIFA 22 market videos, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on another video or stream from me. So guys, obviously the big investment that's kind of been going on recently has been for those foundation SBCs. And we're going to be seeing something kind of similar come out when we hit the Black Friday period. Now, we're not going to be getting any foundation SBCs, but we will be getting a lot of league upgrade SBCs, and the card types that you guys can invest in is actually very similar to what people are doing for the foundation SBCs. But there's a reason why I'm posting this video very early, and that is because we saw with these foundation SBCs, some cards absolutely took off in price during this period. If we head on over to Footbin here, let's just take a look at a couple cards that decided to absolutely pump for no reason. And this was just due to TikTok and some of those free discords, which we've seen recently have been kind of going a little crazy. Now, let's take a look at Kudus' card here, because he was very interesting yesterday. He moved quite a bit, and if you guys were in stream, you'll see. But before the Foundation SBC came out, this card actually pumped up to about 22k. And he ended up dropping back down to 15k, and it looks like he's back on the move up. Now, this was just due to the fact that he was going to be a very linkable card for these kind of objectives and whatever that came out yesterday. We also saw the same kind of thing with Gravenberch. He ended up pumping up to being basically extinct, all due to the Ajax stuff. As well as we're seeing a lot of the Liga NOS cards, which keep in mind, have not even been released yet for the foundations. We're seeing a lot of those cards actually push up a ton in price right now. For example, we haven't even gotten the Liga NOS objectives yet, and we've already seen cards like this Nunez card completely start pumping up in price from basically discard all the way up to almost 2k earlier today. It's absolutely ridiculous how many people are jumping on these investments so fast. Now, before we head into our Black Friday investments, I do kind of want to just tip this off to you guys. It is confirmed that we are going to be getting the championship foundations on Tuesday by EA, and I think hopping in some of these championship players a little bit earlier on is really the smart move. Now, there are not many golds at all, guys. There is literally, this is it. These are the only golds in the league. So any of these guys that have pace are really good pickups in my opinion. I think they're going to absolutely fly. And I also really like the special cards and the informs. I myself picked up a ton of Mitrovic's, as well as just a bunch of these little golds. You guys will see I'm literally unassigned. I've dumped over a mil. Now, it is very risky. I'm not saying go all in, but if you pick up one of each of these gold cards, I think you guys can make a really nice little profit on that. And maybe if you pick up one of each of the special cards as well, you guys can do really well. Now, Spice, what do these have to do with Black Friday? And well, quite simply, these are the same kind of cards I'm looking to invest in for Black Friday. On Black Friday, we always tend to get these really kind of unique SBCs where we get league specific upgrades. It's not like the past where we got in, 82 plus passing or whatever. We get like a Bundesliga upgrade, we get a Premier League upgrade, we get a Serie A upgrade, and we get all that kind of stuff where these leagues get their own specific upgrade packs. And each one usually requires players from their league in the SBC to complete it so you guys can, make a ton of coins. And often that these are like discard cards. They're not like 82 rateds or higher. They can be literally just rare golds and stuff like that. So these cards do very well. And we also get some certain other ones. We get like a 25k pack. We get just like a 3 common pack or whatever. So like all players from the leagues are required. So that's kind of what we're going to be taking a look into. If we head on over to some of these leagues, we can sort by kind of gold rares or even gold non-rares. Now, you guys want to be buying all these cards at discard price, whether it's the golds, whether it's the whatever. Now, you guys want to buy them each from the top 5 league. That's the only 5 leagues you're going to invest in, is those top 5 leagues. Now, I would be a little bit careful with the Premier League right now, because we do have the Premier League SBC out, and some of these cards are a little bit inflated as the rares you can see. I really would not be buying any of these over discard price. I would try to bid, try to snipe, maybe wait for rewards or something. These are cards I would be careful of because they are a bit inflated, and I don't want you guys to end up buying, these cards for a ridiculous price. But if you guys go and take a look at the gold commons, for example, are very similar in that they're also inflated. So these ones you kind of want to be careful of, because I would much rather you guys buy these at discard price. Unfortunately, I don't know how much they'll kind of come down within the next week, especially ahead of Black Friday, but there's a good chance that maybe they go up even more. Now, for me, I'm going to be looking in the other leagues. I think some with really good upgrades is going to be some like the French league, for example. Now, those cards are also going to be a little bit inflated, but they have really good players. Let's be real. We're going to see Neymar, Messi, Mbappe. Well, Messi won't have a special card, but we're going to see Team of the Week, Mbappe, and Neymar. So trying to open these packs might be good, and you'll see that these non-rare golds are down to 700 coins, so you guys can probably try and buy them for a little bit less, but I'd much rather you guys buy these cards rather than the other ones. And for the gold rares, you guys will see that they're actually a bit lower too than the Premier League one, just because the Premier League one gives out such good packs, and the 50k pack as well. It just, it makes more sense. So for these ones, you guys can get these gold rares at discard price. I think this is a really good shout. I think these cards are going to do very well. Now, I said these ones are similar to the investments that people are making for the Foundations SBCs, and that's because these cards are all low tier cards. You guys can pick all these up at 750, and I guarantee you they can probably hit like 1.3k, 1.4k. No, Spice, that's like 700 coins. What on earth are we going to do with 700 coins profit? Well, quite simply, you can do what I have done for the Foundations, and that is literally just go all in, go unassigned on some of these cards if you want to. I do them just to make coins. As you guys can see, I've gone a little heavy on the Mitroviches. Now, I don't advise this for the championship. This could go horribly wrong, and I'm okay with that. So this one is at your own risk, but I think when you're buying those gold rares at discard, it's kind of a no-brainer, and we're going to take a look in a second at what happened last year. But this was these are really easy to do. You just literally go unassigned, and you guys can, if you buy 500 of these cards and they all go up 700 coins, that's a lot of profit. That's doubling the coins you put in. If you put a mil in these cards at 800 coins and they go to 1600, that's 2 mil you get back, a mil profit after tax. So you guys do kind of have to look out for that, because you guys can make some serious coins off it. And as I said, I really like the French league. I think that's going to be a very popular one. The Prem's going to be very popular too. But with cards like in the Bundesliga, for example, we don't have really many top tier cards that people are going to be doing upgrades for. So I'd really just stick to Prem and this one. Because Serie A doesn't have any top cards, La Liga doesn't have any top cards anymore, so really just stick to this one. This is where all the meta players are at. Now let's take a look at what happened to some of these rare golds during that kind of time, and we'll kind of take a look at the two leagues we're talking about, the French League and the Premier League, because these are the two leagues, as I said, were the most popular last year, and again, they're going to be the most popular this year to kind of do those upgrades with. So if we go over here to just the gold rares first, we'll take a look at what happened to the Prem ones, of course. And if we sort by rating, we're just going to take a random kind of low League 1. Obviously, you guys don't want to invest in like 83s for this. Really just anything between the 75 to 80 range or whatever. So if we take a look at someone like, who's a good choice? Let's take a look at a card like Ryan Fredericks, for example. I like kind of doing the defenders more. They kind of inflate a little bit higher than, say, others would. And this is also a card that has the same rating this year as well. And what you're going to actually see happen around this kind of Black Friday period is he actually for some reason inflated up beforehand too. Before Black Friday, you'll see he went back down to discard at about 900 coins, and he ended up going up on Black Friday up to 1.7k, and it could have been a little bit higher, a little bit less, depending on what time of day it was. This was just a daily average, but you'll see this kind of happened with multiple cards around Black Friday, where they kind of inflated up. If we take a look at, say, Divock Origi, for example, a striker, you'll see again a similar trend where he kind of pushes away from discard, and you can make a really good amount of coins. Right here again, right around the Black Friday period, you'll see for some reason something came out the week before, he went up huge, but then right for Black Friday, you'll see he went from 1k up to about 1.5k. Really nice boost on a lot of these cards, and I think you guys can make some really like serious amount of coins kind of investing in these ones, because they haven't really pushed up too much. You'll see again a very kind of similar trend where these cards kind of push up a little bit. They didn't push up as much as those rare golds did, but if we take a look at someone like Theo Walcott around this Black Friday period, you'll actually end up seeing that his card did move up the slightest bit. Now, it's not huge, but from 600 coins up to 1k, that is nearly an 100% profit. And when you guys mass invest in these cards, you guys can make a serious amount. Now, of course, I would rather stick to the rare golds than the non-rares, but for the Premier League, for example, they all kind of can push up, as you guys can see with the League SBC being out too. that these cards could go up a little bit more this year. But again, I would really stick to those rare golds in these leagues. But again, 500 coins up to 900, that is huge if you invest in a bunch of those cards, especially if you're lower budget too. It really can't hurt you. Now let's take a look at a very similar kind of thing, but this time with the Ligue 1. Now with the Ligue 1, we didn't actually see the non-rares move at all, and this was just due to the fact that no one really cared to do the other upgrades, I guess it was. And really people just stick to the top tier ones, which required a lot of the rare golds. So what we're going to take a look at here is those rare golds and see how they kind of moved ahead of this SBC coming out. And I can guarantee you that the gold rares, they did very, very well as well. So as you guys can see, there is only 3 pages of rare golds in this league, which means that there's so much less choices for people to kind of use around this period, which is a really good kind of sign when you guys are investing in cards if there's not a ton of them. So if we go ahead and skip over to Black Friday, you'll see that these cards did not rise as much as the PL ones did, but they still did from 1K up to 2K, 100% return on profit. And this is exactly what you guys want to kind of look for heading into this promo. These cards are all sitting at discard, and this year we're seeing obviously the market's very different. Everyone wants to invest in these cards, and with the Liga Nos cards that, you know, with an SBC that didn't even come out already, I just feel like with upgrades, you'll see a lot of these cards really start to go up. And just with everyone trying to be an investor now and following these TikTok traders and these big groups, you're going to see a lot of those cards kind of go up for upgrades, and I think you can make a really good amount of coins from them. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up on it. It helps the channel grow a ton and it's much appreciated. I will see you guys tomorrow for our usual Team of the Week video before we kick off Black Friday week. Till next time, guys. Peace.